of you in Ontario who recently were abruptly woken at 5 a.m. and then again at 6 a.m., if you were lucky enough to get back to sleep, know what an Amber Alert is all about. For those of you who slept until your normal rise time because you do not own a smartphone, here is what it is. An Amber Alert, named after 9-year-old Amber, who was kidnapped and brutally murdered in Texas in 1996, is a warning sent across airwaves when the police decide that the case of a missing child deserves immediate action. TV and radio broadcasts are interrupted to make way for bulletins. Highway traffic signs flash messages. It is a uniquely comprehensive approach designed to get your attention so you can keep a lookout for whatever the police tell you, most often a description of the missing child and the kind of vehicle they're believed to be traveling in. In recent years, police forces have been sending the emergency alerts directly to smartphones, where they arrive with a shrill buzz and a screenful full of information. It is used across Canada. We shouldn't begrudge the police this. Precious young lives have been saved by this exercise. It's worth a little inconvenience, but it's still entirely fair to ask whether we're using the tool properly and if and how we can do a better job. In the recent case in Ontario, a mother had failed to return her young son to his guardian, who reported this absence to the police at midnight. Police then issued the alert at 5 a.m., stating that the boy and his mother were last seen on a bus in Sudbury, bound for Toronto. With all this information, police had to wake up every cell phone user from Windsor to Kenora to Ottawa at 5 a.m. and then again at 6 a.m. What were we supposed to do? Go meet the bus? And why wake the whole population of Ontario? Are we all supposed to get on the road to track this couple? What overreaching bureaucratic structure have we tolerated to creep up that wakes people 2,000 kilometers away at 5 a.m. in the wrong direction? It should be more than sufficient and prudent to message everybody, if need be, so they can read it when they arise at their normal time. Far better to catch everyone fresh in the morning before they head out into traffic, where they might be of some use, than wake everybody up in the middle of the night so they can frantically cancel the alert on their phone and then try to get back to sleep. In this case, the police answered these complainants, and there were many, with, "The life of a child is more important than anything else." But that is an infantile, inept, and ill-suited response. Perhaps the Army should have been called out in that case. No one is saying that the child's life isn't valuable or that we shouldn't use all the technological tools at our disposal, but we have to use them smartly. And it's just as infantile to call 911 to complain, tying up valuable police time and means when instead one should be directing their valid complaints to the elected politicians who can do something about it. A mature and reasonable alternative is a text message, absent the buzzing siren, to a specific geographic area. No need to wake everyone in Northern Ontario when the child was on their way with mom to Toronto. The CRTC, as the feds always do, has made clear that people cannot opt out of this. Fine, but let's find some adults to refine this concept without the reactionary idiocy of accusing people of not caring about children if they dare wonder if our system could be at all improved.